Well. It is January 30th. 2 more days till February. 2 more days till the Super Bowl. 2 more days, and perhaps we may see the worst halftime show in history. 2 more days till maybe we see back-to-back wins. Enough of that crap. We'll talk about the Super Bowl halftime show and maybe a little bit about the game in a moment. But first and foremost, one of the main topics that I had in mind is talking about Jeff Gordon and Chase Elliott. Jeff Gordon, basically, for the most part, gave Rick Hendrick the notion to have Chase Elliott drive the number 24 starting in 2016 with 5 to 6 races, if I recall, that Elliott is going to drive in the number 25 Napa Auto Parts Chevy, which is the first time the 25 comes back to Hendrick since Brad Keselowski in 2008. If we're talking about full time, it's not been since Casey Mears 07. Now, the 25 goes back to the Tim Richmonds, to the Ken Schraders, even the ones in between like Jerry Nadeau, Joe Nemechek, and Brian Vickers. So yes, the 25 will be back, and Chase Elliott will be making his anticipated debut at Martinsville. However, the big news is the 24 will stick around. My personal opinion is I feel like but a lot of people said that he should not be in the 24. In my mind, it's like if Gordon approves the idea and Hendrick as well, then let him drive the 24. It would be weird and different, and pretty much the new era of the future has arrived in NASCAR, in my opinion. Because when you think about it, usually when a driver drives a synonymous number, they usually take it off for a year. For example, Richard Petty retired in 1992. The 43 was gone in 1993 when Rick Wilson drove the number 44. The only exception would have to be the Wood Brothers, who's been driving the 21, with the sole exception of a couple of years when Kyle Petty drove the number 7 because of the sponsorship ordeal. Kind of similar with Dr. Pepper, they have to drive the 23. But that's not what we're talking about. Like I've said, and Gordon has mentioned it, this will be his last Daytona 500, which is in 22 days. 295 days until the Ford EcoBoost 400, which I hope I can go. I'm going to try to find my way to go. Let me double check. It is 295 days exact. So yes, Chase Elliott will be in the 24. Now the question is, will Napa stay around? Hold on, I'm not done yet. Napa will it stay around? Because keep this in mind, 3M and Panasonic goes on to 2016 and 2017, which I thought that would be his final year around that time. Will it stay? And there's even a lot of rumors out there that Jeff Gordon may want to try sports car racing. Now he's going to join Kevin Harvick and Brad Keselowski in the Fox commentary team for the Xfinity Series. Yes, Gordon, Keselowski, and Harvick. If those three names does not ring a bell, may I remind you of that race, that one race in Fort Worth. And Kyle, which for the first time he appears in my video, and Rain can definitely tell you what I mean by Harvick, Keselowski, and Gordon being the commentators for the Xfinity Series on a rotational basis. Explain. I don't want to say.
I'll let Kyle give his opinions first, then me. Kyle, your thoughts?
Hold on, I'm not done yet. I'm just saying real quick that when you think of Harvick, Keselowski, and Gordon, what do those three have in common? Not the championships, but what happened in Fort Worth.
Texas.
Brad Keselowski turned into the biggest jackass I've ever seen since Kyle Busch.
And Kevin Harvick decided to man up Brad, and the rest was calamity.
Okay, you know what? Fuck it. Brad Keselowski made Kyle Busch look like fucking Richard fucking Petty.
I still think Kyle Busch could be one of the best drivers in NASCAR to have never won the championship. That's so much that he's the Super Cena of the lower levels. It's like working for the weekend. Wins the trucks, wins the Xfinity Cup. Nothing for the most part. My side of the whole thing is I'm okay with it. I just really hope Chase Elliott can live up to the hype like he is. Because I really wish Chase Elliott to do really good. I wish Kyle Larson to do really good so we can have the biggest rivalry since Gordon and Earnhardt.
I guarantee you he will. With Bill Elliott as his dad, if he don't live up to the hype, I'm pretty sure Bill Elliott will beat some hype into him.
And Bill Elliott, along with, I'm trying to remember, Bill Elliott, Joe
I
Weather,
wouldn't
Maurice
want. I wouldn't
Petty.
want to piss. I wouldn't want to. If I was Chase, I wouldn't want to piss Bill off. He may be old, but that dude can put on an ass whooping.
All right. Bill Elliott, Wendell Scott, Joe Weatherly, Rex White, Fred Lorenzen, along with Tom Higgins for the Squire Hall Award, are inducted to the Hall of Fame tonight. This night. So I congratulate them, and I still think Bill Elliott might have put NASCAR on the map when it pertains to mainstream, except that there's some argument that can be said on Gordon, Earnhardt, and Petty. But when it comes to Bill Elliott being on the Sports Illustrated cover, that should tell you quite a lot. My opinion, in some aspect, he was kind of like the Hulk Hogan of the sport when it pertains to a boom. Not saying that as Hogan, more like a Bret Hart in some aspects.
Still waiting on that Tim Richmond Hall of Fame induction.
Tim Richmond, Davey Allison, and Alec Kowicki, what hurts them is the number of years they were around in the sport. And obviously with the whole controversy within Richmond, it's kind of like similar to the whole ordeal with Randy Savage and Bruno Sammartino taking forever to be in the Hall of Fame, along to this day, Owen Hart and the British Bulldog.
Who do you think would be the Chris Benoit of NASCAR, the one that they do not want to put in or talk about?
Mayfield. Easily Jeremy Mayfield.
Yeah.
I don't even want to go on to that topic, to be brutally honest, but my opinion, I'm okay with it. I just hope, I wish nothing but Chase Elliott would have best, because I said it would be, I would like to see the 24 and the 42 go at it for wins and titles. It was kind of weird that I mentioned 24 and 42. That'd be kind of funny when you look at the numbers.
Yeah, they're 24 is 42 backwards.
Yeah, but the question is, I really hope Kyle Larson needs to win this year. Same with McMurray. And the funny thing about Jamie McMurray, before we wrap up my opinions of the whole Chase Elliott and Gordon, my opinion about McMurray is like, when it comes to the big races, he may not always win the other one. When it comes to the big marquee events, he finds a way to win. He won the 500. He won the 400. He won at Charlotte. He won at Talladega. All he needs is Darlington, but he added the Rolex 24 to his name along with Kyle Larson and Tony Kanaan and Scott Dixon as well. Don't forget about Kanaan and Dixon. Kanaan and Dixon is kind of funny because all they really need is they won the 24 hours. They won Indy along with Weldon, among many, many others. But the distinction of McMurray is that he joins Mario Andretti and H.A. Floyd to win the Daytona 500 and the Rolex 24.
It took Kanaan a long time to win the Indy, though.
And there's a lot of question, will Tony Stewart ever win the Daytona 500? Because no, I don't see it. No. Because you might want to toss in Kyle Busch as well at this point.
2000
with the 500.
2008 was the closest Stewart's ever gonna get.
Even 2007, he and Kurt Busch were the dominant cars before they both wrecked themselves late in the race. And it was practically late in the race, except the time and the conditions doesn't show you, but it was right around sunset.
Yeah.
But as far as, I just hope Chase Elliott does well. I wish nothing but the best for him. I'm okay with it if Gordon's okay, because Rick Hendrick gave him the option to retire the 24 for a while. It's similar to the 43 taking a year off. I heard some people say Chase Elliott doesn't deserve to drive the 24. It may hurt the 24 legacy and all of that stuff, but we'll just see. Because the last thing that NASCAR needs is another Casey Atwood.
Okay.
But overall, hold on, I'm almost done. Overall, I'm okay with it. I'm looking forward to see how Chase Elliott does. It will not surprise me if he actually can find a way to win. Here's the thing about Hendrick you don't realize. There's been a lot of drivers you did not expect to be in Hendrick that actually happened. You had like Kyle Petty, Brett Bodine, Dick Brooks, Randy LaJoy, Todd Bodine, Ron Hornaday. Even the South African driver, Sarah van der Meer, Jimmy Horton, Greg Sachs. Well, obviously most of the reason why they drove is to replace an injured Darrell Waltrip. You even had Jack Sprague drove before Jack Sprague decided to drive the Zero car and went downhill. Regan Smith for Dale Earnhardt for Junior's injury. You had Jim Fitzgerald, Benny Parsons when he was replacing Tim Richards' illness. Rob Moroso, Bobby Hamilton, and some like Hamilton and Saxworth because of Days of Thunder. Even Alistair Jr. drove for Rick Hendrick. There's been a lot of guys, but above everything else, the last time Rick Hendrick has failed to win a race that none of the cars won was in 1985. Because at the time there was only one car team by Jeff Bodine, but okay, guys, I'm gonna give you the floor. Do you guys think Chase Elliott deserves to drive the 24? And also, do you think at the same time Rick Hendrick is making a big mistake? And what do you think Gordon will do after 2015?
I'll let Kyle give his opinion, then me. Kyle, go ahead.
All right, look, it's not really up to Chase Elliott's decision on towards driving the 24. It was more up to Gordon and Mr. Hendrick to make that decision. Gordon said to Rick Hendrick, give Chase Elliott the 24. I know I'm retiring, but it's probably a good option to do it. I know it seems like it's not the best ideal since Jeff Gordon drove the 24 car since 1992, if I'm correct, and that was a long time ago. And ever since then, he's won over 4 championships. Who knows? Look, Chase Elliott's a really good driver. He's won the Nationwide Championship, which is now called the Infinity Series, in his first shots. So, I do see Chase Elliott actually driving the 24 similar to like Jeff Gordon, or even better. And I know a lot of Gordon fans might not like to hear that, but it's true. I'm a Gordon fan myself, been one since 2005, and I do believe Chase Elliott can actually do really well in the 24 car, and I don't think it's a bad decision. Like, it may look like it since it's a little too early to say, but I really don't think it's a bad call. You got to give the kid a chance. And that's what Hendrick and Gordon is doing for Chase Elliott.
Exactly. It's kind of like it's like look at the same way. Do you think Richard Childress had the audacity to give the ball to Austin Dillon to drive the 3 without prior syncing?
Fuck Austin Dillon.
Okay. Or even go back to the Wood brothers when they still have the 21, no matter who drove the 21. Do you think that bringing the 43 back before actually bringing it back? Richard Petty would have probably had the same situation to deal with. Should he bring the 43 back? It's kind of like what Rick and Jeff had to think. Would it be okay to stick with the 24? Because hey, even Jeff Gordon has said it in an interview that he give him a couple of years, give Elliott a couple of years, and then down the road, the Gordon fans will see a similar thing with Chase. They may remind him of Gordon's driving down the road. So, hey, it could go to 2 things. Either we could have the next Jeff Gordon, the legit next Jeff Gordon, or you could have a Casey Atwood situation. Or above all, the biggest fear, who really knows at this point, but then again, being a Gordon fan, knowing that he's going to be done after 2015, it may not bother me as much, but look at the last time Gordon saw an eye of talent. Jimmy Johnson.
Alright, I figure I give my opinion on this, because y'all too have given your opinion. To all you Gordon fans out there that are so butthurt and worrying about if Chase cannot take over the 24, look, this was Gordon's decision. Jeff Gordon even said it. I remember a long time ago, back in like 05 or 06, Gordon said when he retires, he's going to handpick someone. Didn't know who it was at the time. Many people at the time thought it was possibly going to be, some people thought it was going to be Denny Hamlin. Others thought it was going to be Montoya at the time. That didn't happen because Gordon ended up staying. Gordon did say, though, that when he retired, that he was going to handpick someone to race the 24. He was not retiring the 24. The time came around. Gordon kept his eye on Chase Elliott. Gordon's always had his eye on Chase Elliott, even when Elliott was down racing sprint cars a couple of years ago. He always had his eye on Elliott. And then when Chase won the Nationwide Series this year, Gordon said, hey, you know what? Put this kid in the 24. Now, you could also make an exception for Kyle Larson. If it wasn't for Chase Elliott, I think Gordon would let Larson in the car. And no disrespect to Larson, but I just don't think it would feel right. Yes, Larson's a Gordon fan. And yes, I've seen the pictures on Facebook. He was a diehard Gordon fan back in the day. But I don't mean nothing. You got to have talent. And while Larson does have a hell of a lot of talent, Chase Elliott just won the Nationwide Series in his first season. Come on, people. If Chase Elliott could win the championship in his first season, imagine what he's going to do in Sprint Cup. Just imagine. So let him take over the 24. If he turns into Casey Atwood, then it all falls back on Gordon. It's Gordon's fault. And a little bit can go to Rick Hendrick too, but mostly it's Gordon's fault. But if the kid doesn't turn out to be a Casey Atwood and he turns out to be good, hey, Gordon might have done the best thing possible. How many years do I think it's going to take for Chase to get good? Probably give it about 3 or 4 years. He's not going to be like God in his first season, just dominating the entire thing. Just give him a couple of years.
Hamlin run.
Yeah, just give him a couple of years and he'll be good. And as for that feud with Kyle Larson that people are talking, but if it does happen, that's the thing. I really like both of those guys, and I don't really know whose side I would be on. That's the thing that I asked on Facebook. It's half and half. Nobody knows.
Exactly.
It's one of those things that you never find out. And
Kyle,
I don't think
that some bitch can drive. Look how he held his own with Gordon in Chicago.
And if they're pumping up Blaney like they think they are, and Blaney lives up to it, I think we'll be talking about 3 drivers in a feud: Chase Elliott, Larson, and Blaney.
Blaney, hold on about Blaney real quick.
All right.
With Blaney, the only thing that would get him away is how well he can do in the Wood Brothers. They're trying to get him, if I remember, 18 races this year. And also you have to consider, to a certain degree, Darrell Wallace, Eric Jones. I would consider Eric Jones being a factor. Who really knows? Because, look, he could have a really, or even Cole Custer down there. You have so many guys that is coming up down the ladder. However, sponsorship will be a factor. Look what happened to Ross Chastain and Brad Keselowski.
How are they able to climb up the ladder when there's a big fat Kyle Busch standing on top of it?
Exactly. You got a good point, actually, because you have Kyle Busch winning all the races. But we'll see. I think Eric Jones could be a dark horse along with Blaney. And maybe Darrell and Custer.
Don't get me wrong. I like seeing Sprint Cup guys down in Nationwide and truck. There's no problem with that. I don't got a problem with it. When you got a fucking guy that doesn't care about anyone but himself, winning the races, not giving a crap to put these guys over, that's John Cena level. Kyle Busch is the John Cena of Nationwide and truck. Fuck Kyle Busch.
At the end of the day, what it comes down to, there's a couple you could say that may be all hype. I can even say maybe to a little degree Eric Jones, maybe Daniel Suarez, Darrell Wallace, maybe Cole Custer. At this probably is in the hype level, in my opinion. We'll see how he does this year in trucks. But you also have guys like John Hunter Nemechek and Jeff Burton who are struggling. They have the talent in the world, but struggling to get him a sponsorship. And I say they could be a hell of a talent. It's just the problem is with racing sometimes you gotta have the money, the funding, and the sponsorship and recognition to get into the sport.
Down in trucks, one of my favorite truck drivers, John West Townley, doesn't even have a win yet in his career. I think it will come this year, though. I don't give a crap what people say. John West Townley. What?
I say my eye Talladega. Go on John West.
John West, I mean, a lot of people don't see it, and a lot of people shit on him because he don't have a win yet. Just because he don't have a win does not make him a bad driver. The kid's got talent. Just give him. I give it this season. He's gonna get 1 or 2 wins.
Seeing some of the issues with West Townley is that he fucked up his Busch Series career when he got some sort of DUI thing that led to Richard Childress sacking him. And then obviously his wrecks and spins, especially Eldora when he spun like 5 times during practice, somewhere around that. And also he won a Daytona in an ARCA race, so there's always the question. But we'll see how Townley does. But a lot of people will be a surprise. Well, Trucks is going to be interesting. I think it will. I personally believe, and the biggest fear that could happen in a lot of people's eyes, that John West Townley may get a Cup start, and Matt Crafton never will. Crafton's going to make the Cup race. I'm at that point he has to. But who knows?
Good, but I don't. Crafton's good, but I'm not saying he's sprint Cup good.
No, I don't know. Who really knows?
My final thoughts on Chase Elliott and Gordon. Let Chase Elliott take the car. If he ends up being a KC8 would, then sorry, Gordon fans, but it falls back on Gordon.
Who knows, but we're just going to have to wait and find out. But I'm saying the future is now. I think NASCAR are at their NXT point, that we're going to see a lot of guys coming up. And guys like Bobby Labonte, Greg Biffle, maybe Matt Kenseth, and even the younger guys who are struggling, like the Ryan Truexes, the Parker Kligermans, and the Cole Witts. Oh, Stewart will stick around. I think he'll be part-time for a number of years before he officially retires.
Yeah.
I think he'll last longer.
Who knows? Who knows?
Career.
Who knows? Maybe next year we'll have Tony Stewart versus Brad Keselowski. Oh, I would fucking go crazy if that happened. Tony would fucking beat his ass.
And now we transition to Brad Keselowski because Richard Childress made comments that he sees Brad Keselowski to some aspects quite a lot, and reminds him of Dale Earnhardt. And before you guys say anything, let me say my thoughts first. I understand why he was thinking. Keep in mind, Earnhardt and Childress were like brothers, close to friends. I think the only comparable thing I see of Earnhardt and Keselowski is just their driving style. Obviously, both of them use their styles differently. Because there's some question that if I was born earlier, I may have not liked Earnhardt because of his driving style. I don't even want to really think about that because that would have been a whole different story. Like right now, I think some of the big difference is like the Keselowski thing is different because here's the 2014. Here's what he's done. Fucked up the whole field 6 laps down. There's some even rumors that the side skirt of the car that is no longer allowed this year, that gave a competitive advantage, might have cost Gordon the flat tire. That's what I'm hearing. And also, rattled a lot of people's cases, and people you least expect to get pissed off, including Matt Kenseth. He nearly wrecked Brad Moffitt, which, and by the way, Brad Moffitt will drive the number 55 in Atlanta. Michael Waltrip will drive the 55 in the Daytona 500 before Brian Vickers comes back. I'm glad Vickers is going to come back relatively quick. Hopefully, he does really well, because I wish him to have a good year along with Martin Truex and Tony Stewart to some degree. But that's all I see is just the driving style. When it comes to class, elegancy, and holding his own yard, that's where it kind of ends. And that's all I got to say about that. Hold on. One more thing. Look at when Earnhardt won the title. Look when Brad won the title. Their interviews, their composure, and their stands. That's where it ends. So, explode, Rain, if you insist.
I'm going to let Kyle go first before I literally blow a gasket. Kyle, your thoughts?
I have no comment towards this. All I can say is that what Richard Childress said is pure garbage.
Alright. I'm fixing to fucking rip Richard Childress a new one. I'm fucking sick of this man saying that no one would ever. First thing he said, no one would ever drive a 3 again. He even told Earnhardt's mother and family. He told Junior himself, no one would ever race the 3. And he lets his fucking piece of fucking shit son Austin Dillon in the fucking 3, who is the fucking most overrated piece of fucking shit I've ever fucking seen in NASCAR. Ty Dillon, okay, well, you can make an exception for Ty because at least he does have a little bit of talent down in Truck Series. I'll give Ty credit. But Austin Dillon, fuck him. You put this mediocre piece of shit in the fucking 3. Senior should have been the one to make that decision, but unfortunately, of course, we all know the whole story of Senior passing away in 2001 because of the wreck. If Senior was still alive, would he have let Austin Dillon in the 3? Hell no! And people are like, oh, what else to do it? And Kyle sharing a picture, who cares? But people want to bring up, well, what else to do it was in victory lane when Earnhardt won the 500, blah, 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 blah. It don't matter! Does it matter? Hell, I know a lot of fucking people that were in victory lane when Senior fucking won. One of my best friends was in victory lane when Senior won. And for Richard Childress to compare, now Richard Childress is comparing Brad Keselowski to Dale Earnhardt? What? Are you fucking kidding me? Richard Childress, the same person, you're the same Richard, I doubt you're going to see this, you're the same person that was the crew chief of Dale Earnhardt Sr. for so many years. Yes, I know there was that one crew chief back in the 2 car, back when Sr. won his first championship that ended up leaving. But then
Richard was the crew chief in 1980.
Yeah, him. And then Richard came in and said, hey, Earnhardt, I can help you out. At first, it started out as just a crew chief driver thing, but then it grew and grew. They became friends. Then they became best friends. Then they became almost blood brothers. They were hanging out with each other, having fun, hunting, shooting deer, having great times with each other. They were like brothers. Richard, you said no one would ever drive the 3, and you fucking lied to us. Oh, sure, you might have said, well, Junior is the only exception. Junior didn't want it because he didn't think it would be the right thing. Sure, Junior raced a 3 car down in the Nationwide Series, good for him, and he actually got a couple of wins in it. But I don't think it would have been the right thing to do for Junior to be in a 3. Who would have been in 3? My opinion, no one. No one deserves to buy the 3. When Earnhardt died, that was it. Done. Rest in peace, done. 3 car, done. No, you put Austin fucking Dillon in the car. And as much as I like the paint schemes, don't get me wrong, I love Austin Dillon's paint schemes, the Cheerios, the Bass Pro Shop. I hate Austin Dillon as a person. The guy's an overrated piece of shit. He's fucking arrogant. I don't fucking like his attitude and his personality. Fuck Austin Dillon. And then recently, Richard Childress has to compare Brad Keselowski to Dale Earnhardt. You're comparing this fucking horse-faced piece of shit to Dale? What the fuck? You're comparing him to the guy you were blood brothers with, the guy that you went out hunting with, the guy that you helped make a star. You said, Richard Childress, you even said it in an interview, no one could ever live up to Dale. There will never be another Dale Earnhardt in NASCAR. You said that, you fucking piece of shit! And now you're going back on your fucking word! And now you're going back on your word, you're going with Brad! Of all fucking people! Brad! Kyle Larson should deserve that fucking credit. Sure, he hasn't developed quite yet, but with everybody coming up with this Dale Earnhardt versus Jeff Gordon battle with Elliott and Larson, why can't you put Larson up there? Oh, it's gotta be Brad because he pisses everybody off. Well, you wanna know the difference, Richard, with Brad and Senior? At least Brad didn't take his dick and his balls and put it between his legs like a fucking tail and run away hiding behind his fucking pit crew. Well, actually, that's what Senior would actually step up. I take back what I just said. Brad would hide behind his fucking pit crew and be a fucking pussy. Senior, he wasn't a fucking pussy. He didn't have his team helping him out. Hell, when Senior said he wrecked somebody, he said he was gonna wreck somebody. He didn't hide back. Senior wasn't no pussy. He stayed and went to Junior Johnson to become the Open Eyes crew chief at one point. Yes, he actually did. But the difference between Senior and Brad, Richard Childress, because I don't know if you're going to see this video, and if you do, fuck you. The difference between Dale and Brad is because at least Dale had a pair of fucking balls, while Brad doesn't. All Brad does is has a fucking pair of dick and balls that he puts in between his fucking legs and runs away like a little pussy-ass fucking bitch. Fuck Brad Keselowski. And Richard Childress, for you compare Brad Keselowski to Dale Earnhardt, your so-called blood brother that you said in the movie Dale, which I have, by the way, you said no one would ever be Dale. You said there'd never be another Dale. And then you want to compare this fucking piece of shit to Dale. Fuck you! Fuck you, Richard! It's gonna take a hell of a lot of respect to get... It's gonna take a hell of a lot to get my fucking respect back. Fuck you! Fuck Austin Dillon! Fuck Ty Dillon! Fuck the entire Dillons! That's my fucking opinion on it.
Alrighty. Going back to what I was saying, I mentioned Doug Richard, who most people's mind was Greg Biffle's crew chief during his little prime when he almost won the 2005 title in the chase portion. He was basically Dale Earnhardt's crew chief in 1980. I think he still is the youngest crew chief to ever won the Cup title. He was pretty much in his teens. It's right before he won. He was barely 21 or less than 21 when he won the title with Dale in 1980.
Going back to what I said, I know I kind of threw people off with the whole Brad thing. I meant to say Dale, not Brad, when all Brad does is tie his penis between his legs and run away. I meant to say Dale, not Brad there. So sorry for the mistake.
Basically what happened, Rod Osterlund sold the team to the power horse that failed, J.D. Stacy, which J.D. Stacy had like 7 cars in 1982 in the 500 sponsored by him. It was like Terry Labonte, Joe Runman, the guy on the quickie mark, Dick Brooks, I think it was. There were so many J.D. Stacy cars in 1982. They all ended up, it's just J.D. Stacy leaving the sport. Jake Elder, Osterlund pretty much left. Richard stayed around and then went to Junior Johnson. And I just looked this up. I found out he was Neil Bonnett's crew chief in the mid-'80s when he was with Junior Johnson. I was like, man, right. Richard has been through, he worked with legends. He worked with Earnhardt and Bonnet. You can even say Biffle, but he helped Bill. There's so many guys that's been. I think if I remember, who was it? Jimmy Fenning. 2014 was it for Jimmy Fenning, but Jimmy Fenning was around a long time as well. He was Bobby Allison's Daytona 500 winning crew chief in 1988. But yes, like, this is gonna be weird not thinking about Jimmy Fenning, but he was there for a long time. Jimmy Fenning. I also wish him nothing but the best for the sport, but hey, everybody's entitled to their opinions, so any last words to say, Rain?
Fuck Richard Childress, man. Fuck Richard Childress. First he puts Austin Dillon in the fucking 3 car, now he's gonna compare fucking Brad to Dale. Fuck you, Richard! Fuck you! You know what, Richard? I hope Harvick does end up wrecking your Dillon sons next year. Because at least when Harvick left your fucking ass, he won a fucking championship. And that was the right thing for him to do. I'm glad Harvick fucking left your ass now, Richard. Fuck you.
Alright, a couple more words to say. I'm curious. I am curious about Ty Dillon 2015. He won Indianapolis. I still think they should run an ORP since it was the only race they have stick since 1981 that actually sold out and also remained the same sponsor since day one, the Kroger 250. I'm curious how Ty Dillon would do. As far as Austin, yes, he was underratedly consistent, but obviously Kyle Larson overshadowed him because he was the more better car. And also, what I have against Austin Dillon, it's not really much his fault to a certain degree, is that he won the title without winning a damn race. Which is why I'm still in the notion they should have only Cup guys drive 6 races. End of story.
I know I said earlier when I was making the reference, I said that at least Brad doesn't take his dick and balls and put it and hide between his legs. I meant to say Dale for everybody that gets that part. I apologize. I meant to say Dale, not Brad. Fuck Brad Keselowski.
And along with
I'm so fucking sick and tired of. First it was people on Facebook. Okay, no biggie. Yeah, it pissed me off, but I kind of avoided it. Now Richard fucking Childress. What's next? Johnson comes out and says Brad's the next Earnhardt. Oh, that. If Johnson does that, I'm fucking done. I'm fucking done with Jimmy. Fuck him.
And I don't think he'll go. I don't think he'll say that because if I remember, Jimmy and Brian may have some. No, wait, that's Kurt Busch. Never mind. But who knows?
I hope Gordon never says it. I can imagine Gordon. I can't even imagine Gordon saying something like that out of his mouth.
Don't you dare say anything like that. The moment Gordon says something like that, that's the moment. No, that's the moment right there.
The moment Gordon, if Gordon were to ever say that, I'm sorry, Kyle. It's gonna piss you off when I say that. It'll probably be the first and only time in my life I will literally look at Gordon on the television screen and say, "Fuck you."
Last couple of things to say about the whole thing is that
Brad Keselowski's the next Dale Sr., my ass. Brad Keselowski couldn't even suck Dale Sr.'s fucking dick!
last thing to say about that is that, like I said, season 30 was opinion. The only thing I see is just the driving style. Everything else within, not too much. Look at Brad Keselowski's championship interview on SportsCenter. And look at Earnhardt's 1995 banquet when he was like poking fun of Gordon with the milk instead of wine. He lifted up. No, I think they were trying to give him milk. Earnhardt had the wine because they think Earnhardt viewed Gordon is still too young to drink and all that stuff. That's composure right there. When he won the title in 2012, Brad did. Not so much. It make you look like a damn fool in front of people. Yeah, there was some lie, but it makes you look like a damn fool.
I know people say to this day that if Senior was still around, he'd be sorting what Brad is doing right now. I don't think he would. Richard Childress, you've done a lot of stupid shit over the past couple of years. This is getting me to my fucking breaking point with Richard Childress. This is literally getting me to my fucking breaking point. I'll still respect Richard Childress racing. I'll still respect what Earnhardt did for them, but I will not give 1 ounce of respect to Richard, one at all. He's done a lot of shit over the years that has pissed me off, saying no one will ever race the 3, and he puts his son in the fucking car. Then he wants to compare Brad to Senior. I'm going to close it out by saying, fuck you, Richard Childress.
Alright. Any more words you have to say, Kyle? Any NASCAR topics or anything you have in mind to say before we move on to the dreaded halftime show that could happen? And likewise, it will.
Kyle said no.
Okay. You heard his rant, I'm going to give you mine. I think. I don't expect it, but I think. John Cena. Oh, wait, no, not John Cena. I think it is Super Cena. No, not Super Cena. No, Katy Perry. Shoved down in my frickin' throat. News coverage after news coverage. I don't give a fuck at all.
Firework.
No, I'm being legit right now. I'm being legit. I'm being legit about this right now. Hold on. I don't give two shits if you did not know. If you do not know who J.J. Watt is, go hit the dictionary and have Lenny Kravitz do the halftime show. I don't even give two fucks if Katy Perry's going for the Seahawks. I don't give two fucks if you did not know J.J. Watt. I don't give a fuck if he's trying to parody, disdain Marshawn Lynch. I'm just here so I won't get fined bullshit. That will not change the fact that I'll still go for Seattle. I will still not change the fact that she's being shoved down my friggin' throat like it's fucking 2010 all over the motherfucking again. I hope it is the worst halftime show. I hope it surpasses the Black Eyed Peas. Not even Lenny Kravitz can carry her ass. All she gets is TNA for me. That is it. That is all. End of story. And that's the bottom line because I said so.
So let me guess. You're hoping when Katy Perry goes out on the stage, you're hoping she trips and falls and busts her face.
I don't wish death or injury upon her. No. I just don't understand. She's in it for the propaganda. That's all I hear. Propaganda bullshit. Who cares? I don't give a fuck about her at all. Besides TNA.
I wanna see her.
I'm not talking about TNA wrestling. I'm talking about the other TNA, the originator of TNA.
I hope when she's performing Sunday, I hope that something goes wrong with her mic goes out, and then she's not talking for a couple of seconds, and then it's like playing the song.
Oh, that will happen.
Like it's recorded. That'll be like lip syncing. That would be the worst case of lip syncing of all time.
Puff Daddy and Nelly did it at the infamous halftime show in 2000.
Who knows? Maybe we'll have a
Kid motherfucking Rock took over and actually took the audacity to sing his own verse and lyrics.
Hey, who knows? Maybe we'll have a wardrobe malfunction +2, considering what Katy Perry likes wearing.
I kind of hope for having that will be the only reason I'll give the halftime show an A+. Only reason why I'll give it an A+ is just for that to happen. Everything else is an F. It's already a fail.
I ain't gonna give it an F+ if it happens. I'm gonna give it an F. Why? Because if that happens, at least her boob would be so microscopic you can't fucking see it.
It's gonna be a shitty halftime. Not Lenny Kravitz can't carry a fucking candle to her. As much as I like Lenny Kravitz for what he is, he's not gonna save the halftime show. Fuck that.
You wanna know what's gonna be?
The only thing I'm looking forward to, performance-wise, is John Legend and Adina Menzel.
You wanna know what's gonna be?
That's the fucking pregame.
You wanna know what's gonna be most painful?
What?
Being at a friend's house, watching that, and having one of your best friend's girlfriends a Katy Perry fan.
I hope that girlfriend has TNA. Otherwise, more power to her. I don't want to know her music taste. Maybe.
They better not put Justin Bieber in the Super Bowl next year.
Like that's gonna fucking his career's already changing.
When I hear that announcement, if I hear that announcement that Bieber's in the halftime show next year, you're probably gonna be seeing a broken TV screen.
I would not be surprised if Meghan Trainor even is in the halftime show. That will not surprise, or Iggy Azalea, or a lot of people like to call her Iggy Australia. That will not surprise me one bit. I'm sorry, it will not surprise me one bit.
I can imagine it now. Katy Perry coming out in the Super Bowl halftime show with see-through clothing.
Only reason why I'll give it an A+, that will be breast for business. Never mind what I just said.
Oh, fireworks! Ba 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 la 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 fireworks!
God damn it, enough is enough! I should be in the halftime show, god damn it! I am not out of touch! Lyrical, you're fired!
What happened to the past of having good halftime
If you have not seen Lyrical Threats Vince McMahon Out of Touch video, go ahead. Stop the video if you're watching it down the road. Type in Vince McMahon Out of Touch. I called it. I literally said Hall & Oates out of touch runs through my veins when it comes to Vince McMahon, and it actually happened.
Yeah.
I'm not taking credit on it at all. It was my fantasy booking.
Kyle, what's your thoughts on the halftime show for the Super Bowl?
If there's no TNA, fuck the halftime show.
I don't care about the halftime show because I don't like football. And that's my response.
What sport do you like, aside from NASCAR and racing?
Hockey and soccer.
The Sharks. The Sharks, they have their chances, but they always get beaten by the eventual Stanley Cup champion, which pisses me off.
Blackhawks.
Yeah, the Blackhawks were a bigger part of that reason. A couple years ago, along with Detroit and LA. But anyways, enough.
Blackhawks.
Yeah, Blackhawks. Yeah, okay, you're CM Punk. Alright, anyways, I don't care about the halftime show. I'm giving it a rating 0 out of 10. No, fuck it. I'm going with Botchamania, and that's -5 stars.
What do you hope happens in the halftime show? I already said
I
would
hope
like
it
to hear.
stinks up the fucking joint. I hope Lenny Kravitz has his worst performance of all time, and I hope nobody else joins up. Otherwise, especially if the Seahawks are in a deficit in the first half and is irrecoverable.
Could you imagine, like, if the Well, I don't think.
I'd rather have Floyd Mayweather win the bout against Pacquiao over the halftime show, and thank fucking God he was almost gonna have that happen.
Could you imagine the Super Bowl's like turning into a really crappy game at the end of the first half?
I hope it's a good game, and hopefully the Seahawks are dominating.
Hold up. Imagine at the end of the first half, everybody's so pissed off that's at the game. When Katy Perry comes out, they just start throwing their beer, drinks, and food at her.
Like that's gonna fucking happen.
They'll boo her out of the stadium.
I'll still say that
They
made a fucking movie out of her, and what do we get from Aaliyah? Shit. I remember saying that in the Kids' Choice Awards video back in 2012. Go back on that one. I said, and now they're making a movie about her. What about Aaliyah? Guess what we got? We got the Aaliyah movie, but it stunk up the joint too.
Do not get me started on the Aaliyah movie.
I didn't see it, but after watching like the first minute, I said, you know what? Fuck it. Watch Lyrical's movie. I mean, Lyrical's perspective. Because at least Lyrical has a good mind on music.
I know this is off topic, but fuck Suge Knight too.
Oh, we're gonna talk about Suge Knight. Well, fuck it. Let's talk about Suge Knight. I don't know. People wish that actually happened to him. Now they got their wish. In my opinion, he's now the most hated guy in the music industry. He fucked up everybody's career, no matter how, as much as he brought elevation to the game, he fucked up the whole game itself at the same time. And guess what? You got a barber guy beat the fuck out of him. You had now all that bullshit that he's been through. He's done. He's done. Suge Knight is done. He's in the South for good. He's done. Hated man in the music industry. Fuck what they say about Kanye West. He's the most hated man, bar none. Undisputed champ. Fuck what he did. If it is true.
How many months ago was it that Suge Knight almost got killed?
I don't fucking remember. I don't care.
I'm sorry if this pisses people off, but I still think Suge Knight has something to do with Biggie's death.
Some people said about Tupac. Look what happened with his relationship with Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre. Snoop Dogg, Snoop Solo, whatever the fuck his name is, that changes more than Sean Waltman's wrestling names in his career.
Yeah.
Your thoughts on the whole Suge Knight thing? I pretty much say he's fucked. It's over for him. He's done.
It's done. He's done.
Well, he's been done. Nothing. But then people call him a major seller for joining the Young Money, Cash Money, South guys.
Nothing will ever get Suge Knight popularity again. He is done.
If he had popularity, look what the whole thing with Eazy-E. It seems like everything he touches may be gold, but it turns into shit after a while. Ask Dre, ask Snoop, ask Pac, ask E, ask Ren, ask Cube, ask everybody he's been associated with. Ask Bones.
Eazy-E we never knew because, well, That was
There's
unfortunate.
rumors that he had a big factor of the whole Easy Dr. Dre fiasco.
I do know if Eazy-E was still around, he'd probably be taking one look at this music industry and be like, what the fuck has happened?
You're like, man, what the fuck is wrong with this bullshit? Fuck this shit, I'm gonna get my gig.
I can imagine, I can imagine Easy being here and him taking one listen to Lil Wayne or Soulja Boy. Okay, let me hear some of the new rap music that's out today. What the fuck did I just listen to? That ain't rap, that's garbage. That's dumpster shit.
I would have, if Easy was still around, if the Dr. Dre this song wasn't hardcore enough, imagine doing one for today's artist. It'd be more hardcore than what he did to Dre.
If Biggie and Tupac were still around, they'd be taking one look at Lil Wayne and be like, you deserve to like work in a fast food restaurant. You suck.
I still imagine Pac being in a WWF ring at the time. I would not be surprised. If he was still alive, I'd imagine him, Pac and Tyson be in the ring. If Pac cares about the whole thing. Because Tyson is well known that he loved wrestling when he was young.
Yeah.
Even the funny thing, Muhammad Ali, and one of his inspirations was Gorgeous George, as far as how he carried himself. That I did not know until listening to the interview before he turned down Vietnam in '69 in Miami. His interview in Miami.
Well, your overall thoughts of the Super Bowl. Who do you think is gonna win it?
Seahawks. Sorry, of course I'll go with them.
See, I got the Seahawks 28-14.
I actually have them 24-22 or 24-21 the final, Seattle. It'll be close or a blowout. It could go either way in a Super Bowl setting. It will be a tough one to battle, in my opinion.
You want to know what they should give the Patriots if the Patriots somehow win the Super Bowl? You know how the Vince Lombardi trophy had the football on the top? Give them that, but deflate the football on the top. Give them a deflated Vince Lombardi trophy.
There's an easy way to make it look deflated. Put it in a fire and melts. It'll melt and it'll look deflated.
Yeah.
But
one of my friends is a Patriots fan, and he'll be at the party on Sunday. Oh, great.
I still need to do something on fucking Sunday. I need to do something. I'm not gonna watch it on the computer. Anyways, he's buried. Suge Knight is done. He's been done. That's not surprised by people. I think a lot of people look at it as like, that doesn't surprise me. It didn't surprise me one bit at all. You knew it was coming. Some people say he had it coming.
I remember when you first shared the story on Facebook, you said, I am outright disgusted by this.
Man, not those words, actually. I think I said in the line of easily one of the biggest downfalls and most hated man in the music industry. If this doesn't convince you why, I can't really help you. I pretty much said if this doesn't convince you, then I can't help you. Everything in the 90s that was big, for the most part, has been trashed now. Or downhill.
Yep.
The halftime is gonna suck. I hope that happens. What I really don't wish it happened, I really hope this doesn't happen, is Pacquiao and Mayweather. I've been waiting for this since high school. Now that it could possibly happen, I'm gonna say, fuck it, I'm watching the fight.
Isn't Mayweather
my own money to watch that.
Isn't Floyd Mayweather still undefeated?
I think he still is. But this is one of those things I've been waiting to watch. I want to see it.
Pacquiao, so technically, Pacquiao's the only one left that could beat him.
Who knows? I think. We'll see.
This has been a fight. This has been a fight that people have been dreaming about for years. They thought would never happen.
And we still wait. It happened. The last bout he was with, it was Marcus Madiana in 2014 in September. And I think a lot of people are all in Medina.
When's this fight with Mayweather and Pacquiao?
No, it's not really. It's not official, but it's almost official. I want that shit to happen. Once it happens, I'm buying
They're actually
the fucking pay-per-view. I'm hearing in the month of
you,
May, people have been saying that.
whatever happens around WrestleMania time.
It's May 2nd, but it's in the matter if Mayweather accepts and make an official agreement because Pacquiao said the terms, and people's calling it the fight of the century. I want to see that fight. I will do whatever it takes to watch it. Not in person, but I will buy the pay-per-view. Fuck that streaming bullshit. I'm gonna buy
Fight
it.
over to WrestleMania. I can imagine WWE. Hey, since you guys are gonna have the fight of the century, why don't you bring it over to WrestleMania and we'll put it on 31 somewhere. Kyle just left.
Oh man, I wanted to hear his thoughts. Probably he wouldn't have that much to say. If you insist, check out.
Back.
If you insist, people, check out Kyle Petrie HD's page. Give him a follow, or whatever. Because obviously, when it comes to the panel, he's a Gordon fan. If you like Gordon, he'll be a good guy to follow.
Try to invite him back. He might have lagged out.
I don't know.
What's the last topic we're gonna be talking about?
That's before we talk about XPRL. I'm still talking about the Pacquiao Mayweather. There's something about I've been waiting to happen. When it happens, I'm happy because I'm waiting.
Who do you think to win? How many rounds do you think it's gonna go, and who do you think is gonna eventually win?
I'm not going with fucking Mayweather. Are you shitting me? I hope he loses. Based when I heard he burns all of his money at a strip club.
Somebody in the comments said, "Are you going for Mayweather?"
Did somebody said that? I pretty much say no. I don't care who. To be honest, I don't care who wins. To be brutally honest, I literally don't care who wins. I really don't care who wins the bout. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
If Mayweather loses, I'll be happy. I just want the match to be good. I want the bout to be good. The last time I had a hyped match that I cared about when it comes to hypes, it delivered. And that was CM Punk versus Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Because I said it 2 years ago, a dream match would be the Battle of the Heyman guys, Brock Lesnar and CM Punk. No disqualification, Extreme Rules style.
And it happened.
It did, and it lived up to the hype. I didn't saw it live. It took me till the end of the year to see it.
Was it an Extreme Rules match like you wanted it?
It was a no disqualification match. I said the stipulation: loser leaves Heyman. That didn't happen because obviously Heyman turned. However, fuck the halftime show. I don't give a fuck about it. I just don't care. I don't think the commercials, except for maybe Budweiser, will be good. Last year's were forgettable.
I'm not going to spoil anything for anybody that watches this, but there's going to be a commercial in the Super Bowl, a certain GoDaddy commercial with the puppy that is going to legit piss me the fuck off Sunday.
If they air it. I like the Carl Jr. commercial. I don't think it'll air, but I saw it. All I say is pure TNA.
I will laugh my ass off if they air that. Just because of all the controversy it's going to cause.
Which one? The GoDaddy or the Carl Jr. one? Carl Jr.'s one is right around Raw. It's more super edgy.
There
like.
also is another commercial they're making that I really doubt they're going to show it because of the content. There's this commercial that PSA made about domestic violence that you gotta see the commercial. It's on YouTube. You gotta see it.
I'd rather see all of them live, and whatever not show, I'll probably catch on to it down the line.
It's I can't even describe it.
I was just waiting to see.
If they actually have the guts to show that commercial, they're gonna piss people the fuck off.
Which is gonna have to wait and find
This
out
is
in the
not.
air, but
This is not one of those. This is not one of those stop domestic violence commercials. This is one of those. This is what domestic violence is, and we need to put a stop to it. Type of commercials. It's gonna piss people off.
we'll see. But as far as the commercials, I'm not in it for the commercial. I'm rather in it for the game, and hope halftime fucking sucks, so I can say. And I told you so.
Coca-Cola. I don't know.
I'm just looking
I
for the
haven't found it
Budweiser
yet.
commercial, and if it's the
I don't-
last
I-
one, I hope it's a good one.
I
Because
haven't
you never
found
know
it
with
yet.
Budweiser.
I haven't found it yet, but Coca-Cola's been running some ads about this commercial that's gonna air that got me thinking. They got something really big planned because I've been seeing these ads Coca-Cola says, and it says be prepared 2/1/15. That's all it says. Be prepared. And then recently the other day they put another ad on YouTube saying the internet will never be the same. Hashtag 2/1/15. They have something really big planned Sunday. They got a commercial that's gonna blow our minds, or I can't wait.
The Almighty, Sting is back.
I would
No, wait, that's not.
I
That's
would-
not it. It's the
I would laugh.
Undertaker.
I would laugh if it's a commercial about their secret formula. I would laugh.
Do you think the new SpongeBob movie will finally reveal the secret formula? I doubt
Yeah, about the SpongeBob movie. Expect a commercial for it during the Super Bowl. It's been
it. All I
confirmed.
see, I saw a preview. All I see is Smurfs 2.0. Oh, wait, there was a sequel. Smurfs what I think. It's gonna be like this, they're gonna fuck it up somehow.
Movie trailers that are going to be having commercials during the Super Bowl are Ted 2. I think Iron Man's supposed to be getting one.
Well, don't spoil don't spoil it. I'd rather see and find out.
Tomorrowland. By the way, Tomorrowland is going to be a really good movie. I can't wait to see that commercial.
You know what? Fuck it. They need to promote NASCAR. Fuck it. They need to promote a good damn solid NASCAR commercial.
There's going to be a NASCAR commercial. It's been confirmed.
I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen anything come up. But I say, fuck it. If you're gonna make
I
NASCAR
have
relevant again on NBC, do it on the Super Bowl.
I've seen it. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but I will tell you this. It is Ultimate Warrior good. It will make you want to get up and run through a fucking wall. God, that commercial was fucking
If I
awesome.
see Gordon Keselowski, Gordon
Gordon and Keselowski are both. Gordon and
Don't say it.
Keselowski
Don't
are
spoil
both
it for
in
me.
it.
Don't
They're
spoil
both
it.
in the.
Damn it, you spoiled it.
They're both in it.
I said the first thing, don't spoil it, now I'm spoiled. I'll say if they show any of those fight, fuck the commercial. I'm sorry.
I'm not spoiling
Fight-
anything else.
No, it's like, as much as I love fight, fuck all three of those.
There is one problem with it. Kyle Busch does appear in it, and
Well, don't spoil. I'd rather see who's in it. Don't spoil it.
I ain't gonna spoil it no more.
But you already revealed the. Well, I'll probably forget anyways. But anyways,
They even said a long time ago before I even seen the commercial who was gonna be in it. They said a couple of NASCAR drivers like Gordon Keselowski and Kyle would be in there.
you know, I'm not saying it will happen. You want to know why WWF was so damn good when it comes to promotion? They actually got
Back in the
halftime.
day.
1999. The WWF halftime commercial, the Sable, Vince McMahon, and all that get it. When Vince McMahon got it, mainly Shane McMahon was the bigger reason why Vince McMahon got it.
Yeah.
But if they were smart, if they're gonna try their audacity to get people to buy WrestleMania 31 or get the fucking network, they might as well have a Super Bowl commercial if they can afford it, since NBC and WWE have this partnership.
Yeah.
Since WWE is since NASCAR beat WWE TV deal wise, we're gonna make Fastlane. We're gonna burn the
Could you imagine Vince saying, "Yeah, let's have a WWE Fastlane pay-per-view during the Super Bowl." Yeah. And then you're watching the Super Bowl, and all of a sudden, WWE Fastlane, February 22nd, same day as the Daytona 500. No, WWE would literally do that. They would air a Fastlane commercial.
Don't say fuck a fast lane. It's a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers ripoff. I don't care if Cena wins the U.S. belt. It's not gonna elevate the belt. It never has been.
Rest in peace.
Not even Ambrose.
You might
save the U.S. belt.
You might as well say it now. Rest in peace, Rusev.
Yeah.
Rusev, Rusev, go make sure.
It's all about Lana.
Rusev, go to the funeral home. Rusev, go to the funeral home. Buy yourself the best coffin possible. Put some extra padding in it, because you're gonna need it when John Cena's coming at you with a shovel.
Either way,
Rusev, might as well get your coffin ready.
Last thoughts of the Super Bowl today. Fuck the halftime show. I hope it stinks up the joint, and I hope the Seahawks win. Fuck it.
Is Kyle joined back yet or no?
He is not. But also, real off-topic question. Have you seen the Grimm's Toy Show by any chance? Or McJuggernuggets?
No.
The Psycho Dad destroys video games and all that shit?
No.
No, you have not seen Psycho Dad destroys Xbox or Christmas and all that shit?
Oh, Angry Grandpa?
No, not Angry Grandpa.
Oh.
I'm talking about the other guy.
No, I have not seen it.
I'll tell you who it is. When I think of Psycho Dad, I'm thinking of Bob Holly.
Oh.
When you see the videos, think of Bob Holly's reputation that he is a bully type of reputation, which I think Holly views it that everybody jumped on the bandwagon because of what he did to that one guy from Tough Enough.
Alright.
Well, that's what the WWE lacks, is those kind of people, like a Bradshaw and a Bob Holly type of guy to man them up. Yes, they might be viewed as the bullies of the locker room, but it kind of got the best out of people, don't you think?
Yeah.
Because there were horror stories about Bradshaw being a bully to everyone that were coming up and all that. And then JBL decided to sold his balls to the devil, or whatever.
Yeah.
Twerking and horrible, I'm not even gonna...
I don't even want to talk about the story.
No, if they bring that fucking artist who disrespected Mexico,
I don't even want to talk about the
if they
story.
bring that fucking artist in Super Bowl 50 who disdained Mexico, who ruined music, who ruined balls to the wall to a certain degree, who ruined society as a whole, I can say go fuck a halftime show at Super Bowl 50. And you know who I'm referring to. The worst thing they can do is bring that piece of trash at Super Bowl.
Soldier Boy?
No. Fuck that idea. Fuck that idea to begin with. The other one. I hate referring to this person.
I don't really follow the music industry that much anymore these days. Who is it?
Let me tell you. Story time.
Lowrider?
No. This is story time with Auto Rock and Racing 94. This is story time. Goes to a private high school and became hardcore tugging up. No. That's not the right story. That's not the right story. That's not. I doubt the WWE will even allow Cena to go to the Super Bowl. Alright, story time. What are you saying that John Cena performed the halftime show, first and foremost, for Super Bowl 50?
People will be looking at it down at the halftime show like, who the fuck is this weirdo? Why does he look like a Fruity Pebble?
Okay, this is the real story. Okay, I think I got the story. I used to have a mullet. I used to have a decent daughter, and then she decided to sell her soul to bullshittery and assery.
Miley Cyrus's father?
No! I was referring to Billy Ray. That's where the daughter reference is, yes.
Oh.
If that happened, fuck a Super Bowl 50.
Could you imagine Billy Ray going out there and then Here comes his daughter, Miley.
I'm glad Arnold Schwarzenegger is the fucking man for that reason. I forgot what was the reason why Arnold was furious. I forgot what was the reason why Arnold was furious. I think it was his son dating her. Oh yeah, he's going to the WWE Hall of Fame. I'm okay with it. Still think Cyndi Lauper should be in, and yeah. But hey, not a bad choice. Makes me pissed off that I can't go to Mania 31 with my brother for that reason because he loves Arnold. Arnold, if he saw Arnold, he would have marked.
Drew fucking Carey.
One appearance, and in the Hall of Fame. Worst Hall of Famer in the panel. Fuck a Go-Go Beware. Fuck a Lawrence Taylor. Fuck a Will in the Refrigerator. They pale in comparison to Drew Carey.
Lawrence Taylor.
What about a certain degree of fucking Martin Lawrence? I mean, no, hold on. Yes, he is.
I was about to say he should be because even that he did.
He fucking made a vet at WrestleMania.
That match he did, he actually proved that he can work in a ring. He can actually move.
Bam Bam Bigelow, another guy that should be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
you shitting me? He's not in the Hall of Fame?
He had that damn good.
LT's not in the Hall of Fame.
He had that damn good match with Bigelow. Who?
He's not in the Hall of Fame, as I'm realizing. How is LT not in the Hall of Fame? Hold on. He should be. Hold on. We're almost going to wrap up the video. We kind of covered everything that we needed to cover. We're just looking at a couple. We always tend to talk about wrestling near the end because we got nothing else to do than talk about wrestling to a certain degree. No, he's not in. Not even Bam Bam. Well, I already knew Bam Bam's not in, but LT, he's got to be in down the line.
They're not gonna put him in because of the
what's criminal records?
Yeah.
Can I explain why Bulldog is not in? Can I explain why Waltman is not in? I think Waltman down the line he will be in the Hall of Fame. Not now though, but down the line he will. X-Pac.
Yeah.
They'll probably put Jeff Hardy in the Hall of Fame when he hangs it up for good. They have criminal records. But yeah, if you main evented Mania, you might as well be in it. Especially Bam Bam and the CCW run.
Yeah.
Anyways, you got stuff to say about XPRL because we're ready to wrap it up. It's probably in a relatively quick video. I'm surprised we got through all of what we wanted to talk about.
Yeah. We'll do it. Me and Otto will possibly do a review on this league race coming up because we just got done with it about a couple hours ago. But I'm going to tell you, Otto, this is not going to be one of those league race videos. It's going to be something that when we review it, it's going to be something that we're going to be talking about for hours and hours. What happened tonight? Words cannot describe it. You know, at the beginning it was going good. At the beginning it was all fine and dandy. You know, Marco was there hosting the room. Everything looked fine and dandy. Yeah, we had a problem with Deep Criminal raging, a.k.a. Sean throwing a temper tantrum again.
I am not turning him over! I am not going! I'll get in the ring! If he doesn't do it, fuck this match!
No, D-Criminal was more dirty blocking people, and people got pissed off, and eventually Zombie said fuck this and turned D-Criminal.
Or more like, you know what? I'm gonna teach that son of a bitch of a lesson. I'm gonna oversell
and then
the match.
Under caution, D-Criminal revs his engine and tries plowing into the back of Zombie. D Criminal, I don't know what his problem is lately, but he's pissing people off, including me. Not only did he piss Zombie and them off, he also pissed me off. There was an incident tonight near the very beginning of the race, which I believe Pro recorded. I got shot down near the apron into the grass. D Criminal purposely turned his car down low and spun me out in the grass on the front stretch. Who goes that low? I saw him up high. I'm like, don't you dare come down here when I'm in the grass, because I got pushed to the grass. I had nowhere to go. And sure enough, he comes right down into the grass, hits my corner panel, spins me out. What the fuck, D Criminal? Why? After that, D Criminal rage quit, left the room. The race went back to normal. We had 10 cautions tonight in the league race. It was a decent, okay race. And then came the ending of the race. And I already told Otto about it off air. We had a green-white checkered. We had 3 attempts at a green-white checkered. And on the 3rd attempt, Pro, who has never won a league race ever in my league, almost did it tonight if it wasn't for Manic. What Manic did was, in turn 1 and 2, at the very end of the race, he drove his car hard into the bottom, hit the corner of the turn, his car shot up, hit Pro, put Pro in the wall. They both end up wrecking. Pro spins out, finishes 6th. I finished 7th, by the way. Pro ends up going from a potential winning car to ended up going all the way up to last place almost. And Zombie drove through the wreck, and Zombie went on the win. After the race, we had a really big fight with Manic and Pro. It was basically Brad versus Jeff, and it's like Otto said, this chase is going to bring 5 advice, but I'm sorry to say it again, Otto. They don't take your advice for granted. That's all I have to say about that. Otto, your opinion on it?
As if they take my advice in anything to begin with, I'm not surprised one bit. I just give it out to just give it out. I'm kind of like the order reasoning person of the league. Mainly because I don't have a car right now in the league. I claim myself that the DNQ because my damn PS3 is broken. I may have to I'm getting a new one down the road maybe. But yes, in the meantime, I'm kind of like the word of reasoning, kind of like the consultant personnel of the XPRL. That doesn't surprise me one bit. They don't take my advice. Then again, they're young guys. We're practically the oldest of the group. Because I think I am the oldest of the group, but when it pertains to our competing, Rain is the oldest. So yeah, you got a lot of ravishing, immature sons of bitches sometimes that just cannot handle themselves. But hey, it's their prerogative. It's their prerogative. If they want to take my advice, good. If they don't, I don't care. I just give out my word of reasoning until I actually drive.
Are you going to be doing a review of the race? Because after hearing that, I'm pretty sure you want to see what happened at the end.
I probably may jump in, but not for long, since it is a weekday. If it's done like on Sunday after the Super Bowl, then fine. I'll be all. I don't think the video is going to be up. I don't think Pro's going to have the time to do it that fast. I don't think he will do it since he's not happy. I think he'll take a little bit of time before he actually puts it up.
You get the hit at what I'm saying, that Manic drove his car down low, hit the corner, shot up, and put Pro in the wall. You get what I'm saying at there, right?
Yes. Could it be a glitch or no? I don't think so, but. Oh, yeah. We'll see what I'm just waiting. When it comes up, I'll see what happens, and especially if that Pro puts up the videos, I'm curious to see what happens. So that doesn't surprise me one bit. Like I said in Rain's videos, that streak of caution-free will be over in a matter of time. I got nothing much to say, but Any last words before I wrap it up? Because I need to go get something to eat, like literally, and figure out what the fuck am I gonna do with myself with the Super Bowl. Oh yeah, fuck the halftime show. If that hasn't been reported, I hope it sucks. I hope I get to laugh at it and review it and say it was bad and get other people's thoughts because I'm willing to wreck this son of a bitch.
Hold on real quick. I'll be right back. Continue on.
Alright. Alright, for those who made it through the entire video, we talked about Jeff Gordon, like, pretty much allowing Chase Elliott to drive to 24, Rich Childress commenting on how Brad Keselowski, in his view, he's like Dale Earnhardt. The only thing I say about that is that driving style, yes, personality, as far as carrying themselves and manning up, that's where it kind of ends to some people. Also talk about, I wish this halftime show will suck. In my opinion, there's many other artists that should perform halftime. Not Katy Perry, or I like to say Super Perry. It reminds me of 2010 all over again. How much? 2011, whatever that horrid summer it was when she dominated the music scene. I don't give a fuck if she texts Russell Wilson. I don't give two craps about it. I don't care. It's all about the fucking football game to me. And the food. Food is a different story, but give me the fucking game! I don't give a three fucks about Katy Perry. If they talk about Marshawn Lynch's notoriety of his press conferences, I'm okay with it. Obviously, he has his reasons why he doesn't want to talk. I respect that. I respect that a lot. Some people say that's just dumb, what he's doing, but if he doesn't want to talk, that's the end of the story. Obviously, he has to meet obligations, or you know how the NFL is with fines and all that. It's kind of like Formula One to a certain degree. That if you don't do something, you're going to get fined. If you don't appear on the podium, you're going to get fined. And also, we kind of talked about, XPRL, which we're going to wrap it up. But other than that, not much to say. It's just a busy NASCAR week. Very busy. There was another relevant news I wanted to say, but I think that might be it. But yeah, I still want Weird Al. Question: is it too late to petition for Weird Al for the halftime? Still 2 more days, 1 more day, and if you're in the East, I'm still all for Weird Al Yankovic halftime show, or Metallica, or Pink Floyd, or Iron Maiden.
I'm back. What were your thoughts on the? What were your thoughts on the league race? I didn't hear it.
I got not much to say. We'll just see what happens, and I'm gonna have to rely on the video. I got not much to say about it. Just see what happens, but I knew the streak was gonna end as far as concentration.
Whenever the video goes up.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
If it goes up, I don't even know. I don't even know if Pro's gonna upload it.
Who knows, especially that it is Pro being a major factor of the race, but yeah.
He basically got dumped. Hold on.
We'll see, but 22 days to Daytona 500, Jeff Gordon's last 500. What pisses me off, however, a little off topic about NASCAR, what pisses me off is they still say that Brad Keselowski, they still say Jimmy Johnson's the favorite to win. Hello!
Hold up, let me pull up the chase grid for you.
At best, Johnson will be top 5.
Let me...
Go on. Being a favorite, that's like John Cena winning Wrestler of the Year and never winning Most Overrated. Fuck out of here. With Jimmy Johnson being the favorite. Yeah, he'll be a contender, but he's off his worst season. Fuck that prediction.
So, here's my chase grid, and Otto, what do you think of it so far? Congratulations, Zombie, but I feel bad for Pro. Thought?
Hey, 24's in. I'm happy about it.
For now, we don't know about Homestead.
Yeah, we'll see. There's still 2 more races left of the challenge.
The
eliminator round.
Any words you would say for Pro right now if he were to watch this?
Don't take your aggression too much. If you have a message to give out to who took you out, go ahead and let them know. The knowing that you're a well-liked guy, according to Kyle, given that you're a calm guy, except you may have your little moments, I would stick to your driving, but I think it will fire you up. If you want to go hardcore aggressive and go for the win and find vengeance, go ahead. That should fire up your motivation rate.
Who's the most well-liked wrestler in the locker room in WWE right now?
That's difficult to say.
Cesaro, I guess?
They've been saying Cesaro. I'm hearing Daniel Bryan. I've been even hearing Bray Wyatt.
Pro's the Daniel Bryan of the league. Why do I say that? Because it's like the league holds him down. He can't get that top win. He can't get that top moment. He can't get that top spot. Because look how close he came tonight, Otto. Look at how close Pro came tonight. He was 2 turns away from winning. 2 turns. All that taken away.
Jerry Nadeau.
I understand why you like that.
Minus running out of fuel, it reminds me of Jerry Nadeau. You had nearly won it again. Not a guess. Final quarters.
And this is the guy that finished 3rd last week at Watkins Glen. He comes into this race and almost wins it.
He's been doing a lot better. That's what I'm noticing. Because he's usually, where all the heat of the action is happening, it's not in front of him. But the fact that Jimmy Johnson is considered a favorite pisses me off. As much as I kind of have a little light heart on Jimmy these days, fuck that prediction. I still think he'll be a contender. I'm worried about it, but he's not a contender for the championship unless they go Super Cena mode.
You've already given your prediction for. You've already given your words of advice for a Pro. What do you have to say about Manic?
Watch out. He might do something to you. But I would go out and race and move on, if you can. But I doubt that will happen.
Now, about this shades grid, you see Zombies moved on. Who do you think is going to be the next person to move on?
I want to say Markle.
I'm gonna say Paul.
I'm willing to say Kyle, but I was just saying not to be too biased, but
after what happened today with Manic and Pro, don't really know. The way those two are racing, if they start a rivalry, they're gonna knock both of each other out. They're gonna knock themselves out.
I'll say right now the bottom 3 are the ones who are gonna be out.
Yeah, because The Criminal, Rage Quit, Ashley lagged out of the room, and Kid Kill, he's selling NASCAR.
Well, we pretty much have the field all set, in my opinion, at this point.
Oh, by the way, I also forgot to throw this out to you. No Dynamite tonight. Dynamite did not race at all tonight. He wasn't there.
I think you mentioned that, if I remember.
Yeah. Thoughts on that?
He's got to step it up then. Well, we'll see.
He has 2 races to step it up, Richmond and Kentucky. If he doesn't step it up, he could be eliminated.
I'm going to say this real quick. The reason why I didn't respond at the end of the video because I fell asleep because I was very tired. But I did pick up most of the area. I thought it was good.
When I was gone, I hope you didn't say anything that if my league sees that pisses them off.
I got nothing much to say other than if you guys control your emotions good. If you don't, then that's your prerogative. I don't care.
I'm going to be honest with you. You do not want to come to this league with bad publicity.
That's why I said I'm going to be the David Reagan in the group run on the back, and if I get lucky, and if I have and I say I'm going to go for it, I'm going for it, but that's why I don't say much. That's why I'm kind of neutral. Anything that happens, I'm neutral.
If you were, what if like you were in Manic's shoes? Would you like try to apologize or something?
Why would I do that? No, let me explain. Why would I? I will not let that happen. I would do whatever it takes to not let that happen.
There's lag, Bubble. You know how the game is.
With that in the way, what am I supposed to do?
Don't
It
know.
lags, it lags. That's why I said I'll do
Some
whatever it takes
people,
to not
some
fuck
people,
up the
under,
field.
some people understand it's lag. Others, they don't care. Do you have any
If that
plans?
were to happen, I would be pissed at myself.
Are there any plans
I
for
would
you
be
to get?
furious if it happens and I take out something because that's not what I want to do. If it was me single player, I would wreck anybody. But when I know there's a competition, I'll do whatever it takes to not fuck up the field.
Do you have any idea of when you're going to get a PS3 fix?
Not anytime soon, but hopefully before season 5.
Season 5 starting up. Oh yeah, have you seen the new document yet?
I have not been able to see it because I've been
We're
busy.
gonna be we're gonna be starting up on April 18th, I think.
If it's the one you sent early in the week, then I have. And otherwise,
No, it's the one that came with the news about the GTA 5. By the way, I wanted to ask your thoughts on
I
it.
have not seen it.
What's your thoughts on that? A NASCAR league race on Grand Theft Auto 5 at the horse track, the dirt.
I wish I could drive that race. That would have been a fun one to do. But I'm all for it.
Add to the fact I might have rain and storm on. I might have it stormy. All those trucks racing.
The race is going to level up more than a guy and a woman having an affair in a Southern California beach.
It'll still count as official league race. 2 or more trucks for a caution. It's kind of funny saying trucks because, well, we race cars. That's going to be a very interesting league race to see on YouTube. Because I know Pro's going to be there to record it, I hope, unless things change. But most likely Pro will be there, and when he records it, it's going to be a surreal thing. It's going to be like something you never expect.
I can't wait for it to see what happens. I wish I was in the race, but hey, that shit happens. But
People on my Facebook group really want you to get your PS3 fixed.
I want to get that thing fixed as much as I claim myself to be in the 4, but oh well.
Well, either that or you have to get internet again and get the digital version of NASCAR.
Oh, I'm seeing Eldora June 19th. Wait, when is my camp thing? I think it's past that, so I'll be fine.
Do you have Grand Theft Auto?
Of course I do. I have the Grand Theft Auto 5. I have it on the PS4, which I really need to get.
But you don't have internet at your place. So in order to be in that league race, in order to be at that league,
I know.
In order to be at that league race on GTA, you'll have to have your PS3 at your dorm, and I don't think they're
I'll be out. I'll be out by then. I leave in May.
Oh.
Trying to see when is. I think it is
All
past
I can say is when you do get internet for your PS3, when you get it fixed, get the strongest brand of internet possible. Because if you even get like local town internet, you will not be able to connect to anyone in the room. You'll be lagging out.
If it's like Xfinity internet.
Comcast internet is the best when it comes to NASCAR. If you have Comcast internet for NASCAR 14, you'll have
we have Xfinity.
Xfinity's Comcast, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you'll have no problem if you get that.
Good. It shouldn't be a problem.
Only problem is you'll be stuck in like 3 paint themes in the David Reagan car, unless you get the DLC, which is $5.
What happened to my deal with the Ford car? I said if nobody wants the Ford, I'll claim it. I'll be the Brock Lesnar of the crew.
Well, yeah, and plus you'll have that free DLC pack with the Outback car.
Outback. Nice car though.
Funny thing about it, every time you get like a top 3 or something, everybody that goes to Outback gets a free bloomin' onion on Monday.
Wish that happened. When is the thing? I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to look for one of my posts.
Thing about it is, 1, you gotta get the internet back, and 2, where are you gonna get the PSN card? It's a $50 game on PlayStation Store.
I have Grand Theft Auto 4. I mean,
I'm
5.
I'm at the PlayStation Store. You have to get the game off the PlayStation Store.
Which one you're talking about? 5?
It, no, NASCAR
Oh,
14.
NASCAR. We'll see. We'll see.
Now, there's two ways of getting it. One, getting your PS3 fixed and fixing the disk drive to where it loads. Because if you do that, all you have to do is pay $20 out of your wallet for NASCAR 14 on disc. It's only $20. Or
I'm more of a physical copy guy.
Or you'll have to pay $30 more and get the $50 version, which is on the PlayStation Store.
I'm a physical guy.
Yeah. Only thing about it is you ain't gonna find a brand new game. It's all gonna be used.
I don't care. As long as it runs well, I'm okay.
Yeah.
When is the damn
And when you
thing
do get it, when you do get it, when things go smoothly, when are you planning on getting DLC besides the free one?
I don't know if I might. We'll really see.
No.
Oh, come on, people. I need to do something. I like that you make sarcasm, but that's a off-topic thing that I'm from Facebook. But when the fuck is the... I swear I saw a post somewhere that tell me when it was. Now oh, I'm looking at 2014, not 2015. Hold on. We're gonna wrap it up here. I'm trying to figure out when is when it's not class. Okay, 22nd to the 24th. I will say if I run the whole season, which likewise I may not, the 12th, the 11th, the 12th, and the 13th I will not be able to do.
Why?
The Auto Club, I will be in Sonoma. Hopefully, I will. The 12th and 13th race, whatever the race it might be, I suggest go old school.
Oh yeah.
Oh, never mind. That wouldn't work.
The next 5 races for the schedule.
I was gonna say go old school, but then I remembered that would be a problem internet-wise because I'm thinking old school NASCAR, but then I realized, oh wait, internet network is not existent to those games anymore or at all.
I don't know if the schedule would work, and if it does work,
run it in a beautiful
PS3 fix. I would love to see you race at Indianapolis. That would be pretty big.
July. Okay, the 12th and the 12th race I will not be able to do because I'll be at the happiest place on earth. I won't tell you what it is, viewers, because that's my personal view of the happiest place on earth for the last time. But that's
some people in my league ask if your PSN.
What?
Some people in my league ask if your PSN auto rocking racing.
No, it's not. I'm not gonna say it on here, so.
Oh. Well, you can.
When I get it, when I get it, I'll put it. I know what it is. I just don't remember if my password, I think I still know my password.
Is this one of those? Is this one of those you have to get your PS3 fixed type of thing because you want to join, or is it one of those you wish you can get your PS3 fixed type of thing?
It's a both. Because I really want to play 2K14. Because I'm probably gonna sell my 2K15 before the DLC code expires for Sting.
WWE.
Yeah. I'm just gonna pass on 2K15 and not touch it any further. Whoever wants it can get it to get Sting before it expires.
If I had 2K15, I'd be like, hell yeah. I mean, I would want it, but
that's a DLC code and it's on the PS4.
What games do you already have for the PS3?
Formula 111, Formula 1 Championship from 06, one of the first ones out of the PS3. NASCAR 11, Beijing 08, WWE 13, WWE 2K14, NBA Live, NBA 2K13.
You actually do have a NASCAR game by you, Technics.
I do. The first one, I have not been able to get another one since.
You weren't able to get Inside Line?
No, I'm still trying to get inside line. I'm still trying to get 14. And I'm trying to get 16.
Well, all I'm gonna ask you is this: from what you played on 2011, with how bad it was,
It was
you're
okay,
expect,
except I
do
keep
you ex-
fucking hitting the wall and struggle horrendously at Bristol without wrecking
do you think
myself.
that game? Do you think that game's bad? Wait till you get 14.
I already seen it. It's just so
And
didn't
here's the
give
thing: I
me.
got to ask you this before we end. How are you gonna be able to? How are you gonna deal with like people in the league like Zombie with his anger issues and
Don't get
stuff?
near me. I'll try not to get near you. Try not to fuck up stuff. If it's accidental, I'll be pissed as much as you will.
Yeah.
There's one thing I hate is pissing people off, and I will admit it.
There. What about if they piss you off?
I'll be pissed off, but I'll
Uh,
just be furious and just move on. I'm not gonna. It's a video game. Nothing really to
just
me
don't
is on
piss.
the line. I just don't want to wreck
Just
anybody.
don't piss Zombie off. Otherwise, next thing we'll see is an upside down 34 in the catch fence.
That's not gonna happen. I hope not, and it won't.
What
If
track
they
on
wreck me,
NASCAR?
I'll be pissed. I hope I don't get too pissed, and I'll try to wreck them. But
Now,
I think
I
it's
know this
gonna.
is kind of.
I think it's gonna require you guys to tell me to not wreck them to listen. Because if you okay,
Uh, now, one of the. I know this is kind of a stupid question. Do you know how to adjust tire pressures, wedge, and track bar?
I do, but I generally don't fuck up those stuff
All
because
right. When you get the
I'm
game,
not. No,
I'll have to give
I
you my setups.
was gonna say I don't generally fuck up the setup at all. I just run what I'm given.
Yeah.
Because if I do that, then I won't
Oh,
be
that's
David
advice.
Rankin.
Do not run with assist on. Assist will make you slow.
Uh, I'm still gonna probably hit the wall trying to get by everybody and stay in a preferable line.
Yeah.
Since there's no such thing as legit damage in 14, I can hit the wall however the fuck I want.
Yeah.
Just I hope I don't wreck anybody through the process, but
All I know is you'll probably make enemies with Zombie.
I'll try not to, but explain why.
Because he has anger issues, even if you give him the lightest touch on his car, he'll rage at you.
I'll do whatever it takes to try not to bump them. I'll try to find a way to get by them.
Is there a NASCAR driver in real life?
If they try to block me and try to get by the line,
Is
I'll get
there?
a little jacked up. But
Who
not
does
me.
Zombie remind you of in real life in NASCAR? A real life driver that gets pissed off at the slightest thing.
Kurt Busch.
I would say Kyle, but I know Zombie don't act like a spoiled brat like Kyle is.
Kurt Busch.
Yeah, because Kurt has a championship, Zombie doesn't, but the way Zombie's racing this year, I could see him winning the championship.
I still say Kurt Busch.
Oh. All these games are disc copy, right, that you have?
Yep, I'm not a fan of digital, to be brutally honest. I feel happy to have an
I have a
arcade.
couple of digital games. I have Burnout Paradise City for digital.
It's probably because I'm too old. I'm that old school that I just prefer physical for the well-being.
Yeah. Do you have any idea what the price range is going to be to fix your PS3 and stuff?
Good $100. If I find it, as it's all Xbox 360 driven, repaired, it's impossible to find a PS3 repair store.
If you get your internet turned back on at your place, you could try go out and get a $50 PSN card and buy the digital version for $50. Yes, I know it's not physical, but
Good luck with that. We'll see. But I may
yeah.
have no choice.
Thing about the digital version, it does corrupt at times, which means if you freeze on there, like sometimes when your game freezes, if it freezes, it'll corrupt your entire game.
like I care about data, relevance of data. I'm probably only playing for the league.
Yeah.
I'm not picky on that, to be honest.
What track do you think you see yourself being good at?
The play tracks. Any track, I'll say any track, because I played it for years and years and years and years and years. So I think I should be good at any track.
I can imagine your reaction when you get your first win. Yeah.
Damn it, you spoiled me.
Oh.
If I no, that is true. I probably will. There'll be some cursing. I'll probably give out commentary throughout the race. I'll be angry. I'll probably be like a Kurt Busch, but in all reality, it's me bitching and moaning about my drive. When in all reality, I'm just trying to put a good showing.
Yeah. So I hope everyone.
If I rage and get angry, that means I'm pretending to be a driver. Like, this car sucks. I can't care for shit. It may sound like I mean it, but I'll probably just say it for saying it.
You should have heard me tonight. I went Kurt Busch mode on my car. I hit the wall and I did one of those infamous wall glitches. And I literally went, "Fuck!"
No, I think I'll be pretending I'm arguing with my crew chief. I'll be like the frickin' head coach yelling and insulting people.
The mics don't work very good on the game, so we probably you'll be going in and out, in and out. Like for a couple of minutes we won't hear you, then the next minute we'll hear you. The mics go in and out.
If I get a mic, that's a problem. I'll be like, God damn it.
What? You don't have a mic for PS3?
I don't. But I'm willing to get one. But if you guys want to hear me, well, like, my reaction when you said it goes on and off, it would be like, if I win, I'll be saying F you, F you, F you, F you. No, not really. I'll be happy that I actually won. I'll be blessed if I ever win.
Yeah. That's one of those thoughts. If you get your PS3 fixed,
I could be the most well-liked driver. As long as you don't get in my way, I'll try not to get in your way. If it's a glitch, I'll be pissed off. If I take somebody, I'll be pissed off.
Yeah. I
say, this is a joke. The 13th race should be in Vice City.
Where?
I was just kidding about the Vice City.
When do you see your PS3 getting fixed?
Not anytime soon. I may join about mid-season, maybe. Who knows? But here's the thing. Here's what I'll tell you right now.
I was
minor suggestion. What?
I was expecting you to say I'm going to come in with a bang.
I hope so, or I'll probably have a cold trickle kind of race.
Yeah.
And everything besides the pace car. Hope not, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Here's what I'll say. Suggestion: you should have 2 Grand Theft Auto 5 races. You should have it in a endurance marathon, 99 laps. Because that's as far as you can go. Running on the street courses. He says, nothing when it comes to summer. I think of sunsets in Southern California Valley and sunsets of... wait a minute. What?
Yeah.
Wrong topic, wrong video for this story. But I think it would be fun if you have 2 Grand Theft Auto races. Kind of expand a little.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
Anyways, we're gonna wrap it up.
What?
Who do you think's gonna win that truck race, by the way, on GTA? From what you've seen in the league, from the drivers, who do you think would actually be really good on dirt?
I could say myself, but I can probably kick ass in dirt, probably suck at it when everybody's bumping into each other.
Yeah, but the thing is, your PS3 and the internet.
Oh, that's the only problem. I can't play. God damn it! God damn it! God damn you, JR! You're fired! You get the fix it! You're fired!
Well, that about does it for tonight. Hope everyone enjoyed. That about does it for tonight. Next time me and Otto do a video, possibly going to be on the league race review, and
Hopefully, I bury the halftime show.
Prepare yourself for a league race video you will never forget, because when we get to the ending, you're going to hear Pro going into the loudest screaming you've ever heard.
Alright. That anger is just thinking that I forget that I actually own a physical copy of 5, so I'm doomed for that, but we'll see.
Yeah.
It's not till June.
Yeah.
So,
for everyone that watched, hope you have a good weekend. Enjoy the Super Bowl. Don't get drunk. Please don't get drunk.
And fuck the halftime show. Fuck the number one
drink
draft pick, whoever it might be. I don't care if it's Mariota. I don't care if it's Winston. I don't care. Fuck them.
Go Seahawks. Go Seahawks. Fuck the Patriots. Congrats, Zombie, on the win tonight. Sorry, Pro, about what happened. I'll take care of it when the video goes up.
And Katy Perry, Super Perry. Super Perry, I got 2 words for you. Fuck it. And I got 2 words for you. I hit. What the fuck? Anyways, fuck the halftime show. Until we meet again. Good night. I need to eat.
Good night, everybody.
I broke Katy.